Welcome back to more Monster Train, everybody. And today we're going to continue trying to knock out some challenges, but also sort of do a regular run in that uh, I've been putting this one off, but we're going to try the Homework Expert Challenge, which really should be just like a regular run, except that I'll have to do lots of math in front of an audience, which everybody knows is not a fantastic idea. But that said, it should hopefully not be too difficult of a challenge, as it is basically just a normal run. So here we go. There are no combat previous, that's the only thing here, so let's go ahead and do it. Hope not to embarrass myself too much. Here we go. Okay, Melting Remnant Umbra. Hopefully we can stack something big enough that we won't have to do a lot of math. Alright, so we got Packed Morsels, Purifying Cleanse, and Cannibalize. Purifying Cleanse not so good necessarily when the Melting Remnant are our allies rather than our primary clan, but okay. Packed Morsels, solid morsel generation, and Cannibalize, similar. We got our good old Shade Splitters, Primitive Molds, not particularly good here, we'll probably be looking to get rid of those. And Penumbra, of course. So, go. And let's see, our boss is, Serve the Chase Cleansing Benefits. That's going to be rough. We'll need to find some Gorgers that aren't necessarily too affected by that, if we can help it. And to start, we either get Consume cards dealing damage, or friendly units getting 3 health. We do have 2 Consume cards to begin with, which isn't so bad. But I think I like the Hammer Chestplate well enough. It can help our morsels tank a little bit extra. It makes our stewards a little bit stronger in the early game. All that stuff's good. Okay, so typically I like going for the Architect Penumbra. It just is basically a bit of free value in allowing your champion to not take up any space and eventually even generate space while providing a nice solid hit. Though Glutton could be interesting here simply because we have Serve the Chased, so our typical Umbra units that want to gorge are going to be substantially worse, particularly the one that stacks Divine Shield and the one that stacks Lifesteal are both substantially worse when that stuff gets cleansed off. So really at that point we're looking at something like the Robot as the alternative, and the Robot's good, but it's certainly no guarantee that we'll get it. Let's see, here we have a Remnant banner to begin, then an Umbra banner here that we may or may not go to, or Remnant. So we're not too heavy on the Umbra banners either, so I think even though I think this is just better in general, I'm going to try for the Gorging Hero for once. Enemy units on each floor. Let's see, we have no additional damage with this particular clan combination, which means if we do this, we're taking probably a substantial amount of damage from those initial units. So these Apprentices of Light that are going to be tough to deal with. It's maybe worth skipping. It means we end up quite poor going into the second circle, which I don't like. But I think between this and the regular level, it might just cause us a little too many problems, so I'm going to keep this off, try my hardest to at least get the Collector. Okay, and here, go ahead and get Penumbra set up on floor 2, I think, give it a little bit of time to gorge. And yeah, unfortunately lots of dead cards in our deck. Okay, well that's really bad. Right, no combat previous. I was like, why isn't this guy losing any health? But there's no combat previous, of course. So, we'll definitely get this going. We're not going to get this Collector no matter what, so it's just a matter of giving Penumbra as many bonuses as we can possibly do, and then we'll get a Trained Steward up here with some additional bonuses. And these cards still being useless. Alright. This is unfortunately not getting a kill either. We have a Shade Splitter and more Trained Stewards. Let's play one of these. Pop that in front, actually. That's going to end up beating 3 and then 5, so that's really good. And we'll play some of these train stores in the bottom. Yeah, this isn't going great. I'm really glad we didn't take the trial because it would have ended poorly, so... Here we go. Yeah, still not killing this. Can't really do much about any of it. Let's go ahead and sacrifice this for some stronger morsels, ideally. Okay, lifesteal's good, and then... I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Sure, I'll play one of these here, and just play a new steward up at the top. Though it shouldn't matter a whole lot. Alright. Not to worry about doing the math here, we got a bunch of lifesteal. Okay, so yeah, we took 11 damage without the trial. Pretty rough. Space Prism, generally good. We're trying to feed our champion lots of morsels and so on. Space is just generally a good thing. Prismal Dust, we don't have any ways to generate extra energy, and the shields will get destroyed by the boss at the end as well, so not too excited about that. Mortal Trade, not that exciting card, so we'll go with Space Prism. And here, I think I'll take a Dripfall. It's just a solid generic card. Alright, so we have $100, means we won't be able to get any of the good upgrades, but we can still at least pick up something. And I definitely want to head that way over the Merchant of Magic, because there's not that much we can improve magic-wise. So. And the banners, of course, important. Alright, we got a large stone that we can't get, but we get Battle and Strength. Those could be helpful. Let's see what we got. Okay, we can either pick up Harvest or Slay for additional cash. Harvest is certainly easier to trigger, but the Thug has somewhat better stats, I guess, at the end of the day. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take Thug. Not be too excited about it. Go ahead and give it a Strength Stone and keep the other... keep the Battle Stone away for now, and possibly visit the second Merchant of Steel here. Okay, extra attack I'm less worried about, so we'll do the unit draft here. Kind of need the unit in any case. Okay. Well, I think we'll once again set up Penumbra in the middle. I could go Penumbra up at the top just to give myself maximum time to feed it morsels. Maybe that's the way to go. Yeah, let's do that. And I'll go Thug in the center. We'll have to put something in front of him in a bit here, but that's okay. I'll stack some extra lifesteal on the champion and just give this extra attack. And no point in casting this, it only dazes for one turn and it'll incant this unit, so let's not do that. Of course, the collector always appearing where we don't need it to. Okay, so we're currently taking 15, so if I play even a single Shade Splitter in the front, it will solve that issue for me. Go ahead and extend here. Play these two. 6 and 9, so the health morsel eats up both hits. That's pretty good. Go ahead and feed the champion. Unfortunately, we're still not killing this, so this is going to be tough. Maybe I should have reversed these just so this can score some kills, but it is what it is. These primitive molds are just so bad in our deck. They never do anything. Okay, another packed morsels and some train stewards. So, let's not incant on that floor. More lifesteal's great. Let's see, I'm definitely putting a train steward in the front here. And then, yeah, I can even play primitive mold to have this absorb more damage even. then play all these at the top, and play a steward at the bottom. Okay. Beaster Champion's strong, but these backline units that we have just no way of doing anything to have been an issue and will continue to be an issue. Let's see. Yeah, this stuff just hits so hard that setting up stewards down there doesn't really accomplish much, so let's 18. Okay, so this can actually survive these hits and still get eaten. Why not? And then I'll cannibalize you. We have room for one more morsel at the top, so we'll do one more lifesteal. Then do some of that. Go. Yeah, we need a direct damage spell so badly, or a sweep unit, something. Okay, that doesn't really help. I'll let this die. Maybe we get it back the following round or something. Okay, I'm sort of assuming this will be fine, but I may as well go all out here. Let's see. Damage shield's not actually very good since we have a lifesteal. None of these survive more than one hit either, so I'll just put them all in the back. Okay. Not doing amazing, though. It certainly hasn't been the expert challenge so far. Okay. Number Assault and Mind Collapse are precisely what we're looking for. I think I take the Assault. We can use more morsels. These are less good. The Entombed Explosive's okay. We could set something out. Yeah, I guess it's a good target for a primitive mold, so you know what, let's grab it, even though it's not incredible. Okay, these are interesting. I generally like Big Sludge that can build very, very quickly. Morsel Master could of course be good with our champion, but we have plenty of morsel generation for now, so I'm not that worried about it. And Lady of the Reformed, reasonable tank, could give us a target for these Purifying Cleanses, which is okay. So it might be the Lady here. And that also lets us pick up other burnout units if we need to. Sludge is pretty good though. Hard to argue with Sludge. Only has 10 less health than the Lady, and could still be an okay tank. We can play it with the Paraffin Thug. Yeah, I'll pick up the Sludge. It's just a powerful unit. And have to consider going this way. As poorly as these battles have been going, it's going to be hard to get through the boss without taking any damage, so the Pyre health might be important. The Merchant of Steel would be nice. We don't have a ton of money, but we have some. And the extra banner would certainly be helpful as well, but I think we just need to get the Pyre health to not immediately die, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, these are both good. The Snuffer gives us this thing dealing damage twice, which could be powerful. But I think I like having the minor morsel on each floor. Alright, and our friend the Winged is here, so what do we want to give him? Not super excited about any of these options. So I'll probably give it like a primitive mold. Just get rid of it for now, and then maybe we find a way for it to be useful later, and we'll be glad to have it. Alright, on to the first boss, Hollows. Let's hope we survive. Gets armor on Slay. Okay, that'll be fine. Okay, so we got some pretty angry clergymen. Let's see. So this is tough. I guess I need to do the sludge and the other guy in this floor. Although I get my space prism, so I can extend this floor and kind of do it whichever way I'd like. Yeah, I'll do Penumbra up at the top. Play sludge here in the middle. Might as well play this guy. He'll kill something and be around for reforming in the future, and then it's just a question of where we extend. So I think it's still the Penumbra floor, just so we can put more morsels back there. Okay, that's hitting us for 9, that's okay. Let's play a Thug and an Assault for sure. I guess I just do that. Well, because right now we're getting a Slay trigger here, which is nice. So I'm actually going to clear out one of these guys instead. Let's see, we get a Primitive Mold as well that I can cast. That's great. I can play that here to deal with this thing, and then play these morsels and keep our packed morsels for later, I guess. Our sludge here, without any improvements, is going to have a hard time as a tank, but there's not a lot I can do about it. Go ahead and play another Entomb, which will not die quite yet, but it's fine. We'll die eventually. In the meantime, I guess I play these Shade Splitters, and I play the Packed Morsels here. I already got one good one. Let's just save it again. Okay, well, certainly dying here. I might have to go ahead and Purifying Cleanse. We're drawing the other one soon, so I should be able to give it enough burnout to survive for a while, and the health is pretty important. So I'm going to do that, then play Shade Splitter, and I can actually cannibalize this unit, it's just going to die anyway. That gives me a bunch more morsels that I can go ahead and use here, because none of them are particularly good, it's fine. Let's see, can I don't think these stewards can survive in any way, shape, or form. I guess I don't even want to play them because I don't want to pollute the dead pool, so I actually have to not play any of these things, which is kind of awkward. Okay, Primitive Mold continuing to be good. I got Shade Splitter. Alright, well, let's get this guy back, play him again, play 2 Shade Splitters, and I'll let this one just eat a hit, that's fine. Looks like our sludge is dying this turn, can't unfortunately fix that die. Oh, I just didn't draw the Purifying Cleanse, I thought I maybe forgotten to play it, but oh well. Well, the sludge is gonna die, that sucks. But we're close enough to the boss that it shouldn't matter, the top floor should handle the boss on its own. We at least managed to make some money off the Thug here, so that's good. Okay, the Assault here is great, it means we don't leak these guys. Play both of those. Let's see, you're taking 4, that's fine. I guess I can do this, it shouldn't matter too much. Play a Train Steward behind, and I don't want to drop anything. I'll just stun the boss for a turn. Okay, obviously this isn't going to do too great. Let's play a couple of these though. Let's see, 3 available. What's dead right now? Alright, the sludge is dead, but all these guys will have burnout 1, so they don't really matter. Let's just deploy the explosive, deploy a steward, and then play 1 morsel up here. And yeah, we should 2-shot the boss here, so that doesn't do anything. Okay, that one better than the previous battles at least. Intent on Death, Bounty Stalker, Furnace. Well, these would be awesome together. Separately, do I have anything? This guy has an extinguish ability. We didn't pick up the double extinguish, unfortunately, so it's not that good. And in terms of flags, we're going to another Remnant, potentially, which could give us some combo with this. The Bounty Stalker, we'd have ways to bring it back, so it's okay, but it's always such an awkward unit to try and get to work without either giving it Endless or yeah, having a way to trigger that separately. And Furnace Tab, we can't really afford the Ember Drain, so it's either the Intent on Death or nothing. The Intent on Death is a little bit weak right now. Entombed Explosive, just not the guy you want for that. So this is really a speculative pick. I don't know that our deck can afford a speculative pick. Okay, we immediately get a Legion of Wax, and I'm very sad. But it is what it is. Couldn't predict that, obviously. Let's see. How does this work? Friendly units get 3. I actually don't know how Chess Piece and Legion of Wax interact if the subsequent units get the +3 twice, because this had 3 more to begin with, but in either case, we might pick this up. We're currently... yeah, we basically have 2 floors right now, so that would be a 3rd one, kind of on its own, which gives us a lot of flexibility, though we do need to get to a Merchant of Steel ASAP at that point, which would be here, so that's fine. Another Thug doesn't really help, and the Lady of the House we can't keep alive very well, though we can bring her back, which is also a potential option. Find a way for these primitive molds with the Lady, but I think I'll take the Legion of Wax and just be very sad about the Extinguish thing we didn't pick up. And these are all reasonable options. The extra space means I could play the Entombed Explosive on my big sludge floor, which would be pretty helpful. Penumbra would have more space to eat up things. Legion of Wax would have space. That might be the most important thing right now. Energy would be good as well. We have several expensive units. And draw because we have so many board cards in our deck, but I actually think this is going to be important. And at this point, I actually don't think we need another unit. We're kind of set up just fine as it is. So I might go this way. The duplicate, we can sadly duplicate a Entombed Assault just to have another way to deal with things. Yeah, the remove would be really good, and the Merchant of Magic, I guess, is solid as well. So maybe this is still a better way to go. So let's see, next time we're getting money and a cavern. Yeah, this duplicate's pretty weak right now. We don't have a fantastic card to duplicate, so maybe the remove is just better. And, you know, the Remnant Banner's bonus. We take a look and probably don't pick anything. So, let's see what our champion upgrade is. Okay, we could make him larger and give him trample, but I'd much rather have the better gorge here, so we'll do that. Then, yeah, let's take a look at this and likely skip Harvest for 3 and 3. It's pretty strong. I mean, it's better than Paraffin Thug, but we just don't have room. I want room for the Legion of Wax to eat extra morsels. I want room for the Penumbra to eat morsels, and then these guys are a floor on their own, so there just isn't anything I can do with these. We'll go ahead and remove... Stewards are still the worst. They get in the way of resurrecting. And Double stack. No. 20 magic power and consume. Probably not. And Emberstone. Making stuff cheaper. Certainly something I would do. Let's make Dripfall cheaper. That's one I'm pretty much always happy to play. And I think I'll do a reroll here. Okay, Holdover's good. I definitely want Holdover. Probably on the Centumbra Assault. I might go Spell Power Holdover on it. Yeah, that seems good to me. It gives us a nice way to deal with backline units. And then we'll do another cost reduction, maybe on the Cannibalize. That one's pretty solid. Okay, let's spend all of our money, but I think it's a well worth expenditure. Spikes 4. Thanks to the chestplate, and it's still gonna kill most of the morsels, but most of our units aren't too afraid of spikes. I think I'm happy with this. Famous last words, maybe, but okay, so let's think about this. That one Penumbra at the bottom, perhaps, to start dealing big damage right away. It is currently the smallest floor, but that's fine. We can afford that. Yeah, you know what? Let's go nuts. And that'll also conserve the Morsel Miner, which is kind of a big deal. The Sludge can go on floor 2. No room for the Steward, so we'll leave that. And then, yeah, I'll play a Packed Morsels here. Okay, and yeah, this would die to spikes, so unfortunately I can't stack that on the Penumbra. So instead, I'll just give it extra health. And then we'll put some stuff on this guy. And let's see, there's enough slots up here that I can put an extra morsel up at the top as well. This card obviously a little problematic. I think we have to let it hit us this turn because I do want to make sure I can keep holding over the Entumbra Assault. So we'll go Legion, and then play this on something. And what is that something going to be? I think the Collector is important enough. Let's see. Yeah, these spikes are a bit of an issue, so I guess I'll just throw this thing in the front to eat a hit. And then put this back here. Nothing to put Purifying Cleanse on, so there we go. Alright. Get a Thug going. Get rid of this weight. These guys are dealing 55, though if I give it Rage, it'll go up to 35, so then they'll kill. Okay, that's really good. Let's do that. Let's play the Shade Splitter. And let's see. I do want a damage shield on you. And unfortunately the rest of this is not super playable. Oh no, up here. I can play them up here since they'll be dazed, so that's okay. Lots of waves still. This guy might end up killing himself. Okay, these waves. What's in our dead pool right now? Just a random... Okay. That's fine. Let's see. You're killing this front one. I think I'm okay with that. I'll kill the high damage here. Play this in the front. And play this up at the top. Okay, continue to do this. Definitely assault. Let's see. This kills here. This should kill there and still survive. So I might actually not need to do that. So let's kill this guy instead. Then we'll cannibalize... Oh, these are both pretty good. I'll cannibalize the damage shield one here. Oh, wrong. I should have done this floor for the Harvester. That was a mistake. But a pretty small one. And let's see. I might just extend this floor and put extra morsels down here. Lifesteal's very good. And we'll go ahead and give it some extra health as well. And then have to play this up at the top. Okay. Well, I may as well do this. And I may as well cast these. Okay. Lifesteal is definitely something we want. Lifesteal is definitely something we want. And damage shield isn't too relevant, so I guess I'll just go for that. We put a damage shield up here and give this one dazed. I imagine we'll be fine, but I don't know. Okay. Looks like our champion's carrying the day pretty well here. What do we get? We got a winged clippings. Well, not incredible, but our packed morsels have a chance of coming back, sure. Feast, another cannibalize, and Ember Forge. No room for the Ember Forge, so that's an easy pass between these two. Don't think I need the cannibalize. We have the holdover assault. We have a cannibalize already. We have a bunch of shade splitters. It doesn't sound too exciting, and I don't think we're quite in feast territory, so this is gonna be a skip for me. Okay. Fatal Melting is almost worth picking up just as an AoE, but we're not actually having that many units die, so these are unfortunately not where we want to be. Okay, here's our wing coming back. Let's see what he's put on this. The gain gold upgrade. So it'll make it cost 0 the next time. I might just pick it up now. Although I think it makes it give me more gold as well. Whatever, let's pass on it. It's not that exciting. Okay, and here it's time to finally go ahead and try and improve our units. Large stone, okay. It's going on one of these guys, probably. This guy could definitely use the extra health. It means we don't get to play the explosive or any morsels with it, which is a little less exciting. So it's probably better on the Legion of Wax. This does well with large stone upgrades since all the broken up copies end up getting a big bonus as well. So I think that's fine. Then we'll go health on the sludge. Damage shield. Don't think I'm too excited about damage shield on anything. Could put on the Legion of Wax as well, but eh. I think I'll skip the damage shield. Let's do a reroll. Ooh, Endless would have been good, but too late for that one. So attack. I could put that on the Thug. More health. I think I'll put even more health on the Sludge. We just need it to be a bit stronger. And then I could put attack on the Legion of Wax. Make it just sort of a generic thing. Put on this guy. Yeah, I think I'm okay with just putting this here. These aren't exciting upgrades, but they'll hopefully get us through the day here. This is also not an exciting event. We're not doing great. A consumable. I kind of like the Awoken card. The region could help, and we have... I guess it's going to get cleansed off, but we have the clippings here to make it a bit better. Yeah, I'll pick up one of these. Oh, we get more? Okay. Sure, let's pick up an extra packed morsels as well. Do we want a third one? Unclear that we want a third one, to be totally honest. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna take this. Alright, on we go. full health restore for a random artifact. I'll probably have to pass on this one. We don't have that kind of damage. As we've seen, random artifacts often end up being pretty weak in any case. Okay, it likes making this floor smaller. I probably play Penumbra down here again. Just having that big damage rate at the start is pretty solid. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And I can play the explosive here as well. Let's see. So right now it would take 8. If I play the explosive, they'll go 4 to the explosive. It'll kill this. I'll end up taking 8 anyway, I guess, but it eliminates an extra unit. It's probably worth it. Then the thug can hang out up here and he can eat whatever comes out of the box. Okay, the Legion is going to continue to get played on top here. Once again, probably looking to use this on the Collector. I think that makes sense. We'll play some of these here. And let's just daze this back unit. Okay, need to draw our sludge here. There we go. Play that guy. Definitely play the assault again. Let's see. So right now, these are going to... This would give me a slay trigger, but then this guy's going to get through at full health, which is pretty bad. So I think I slay one of these to at least get a nice big hit in. And I'll play the Pact of Morsels as well. And then we have to figure out what's going where, so... I could play something here in the front to absorb a hit for 8, which is pretty reasonable, I think, and it'll give us another harvest as well. Here, I think I'd rather stack some attack. So let's put that guy in the back. And this could certainly use a little bit of help in the health department. And let's see, this guy has 60 health, so if I play this, I'll actually kill him. So that's worth doing, and then I'll play one of these. Alright. Yeah, picking up Trample for the next upgrade for Penumbra might be reasonable. Alright, in the meantime, let's see, this is just gonna get through. I probably can't fix that too well. I'd probably Space Prism here. Let's see, I can play all my cards, I may as well do so. This is definitely going here, just to give us the trigger, and then the Entombed Explosive could actually go at the top, and that would let us kill this guy. That's pretty good. Let's do that. And the Untumber Assault probably wants to kill one of these guys. Yeah, that makes sense to me. And I'll just stack all these here. And no reason to do anything with the Purifying Cleanse. Alright, let's see. So that's fine. So I guess we'll Entumber Assault these guys. Then, yeah, let's just cannibalize a Steward. And do the best we can. Lifesteal for our champion. And then just some health. He's doing pretty okay. And the attack department. This thing will take additional attack, and we'll give this a damage shield for the future. Oh, this is the stealth boss. That's unfortunate. That's a pretty poor time for our champion to be on the bottom. Didn't quite think that through, but here we are. Let's see, what's this regen? I guess probably the sludge. And then I'll just try and stack some units in the front here to absorb a few hits. Okay, that works. So this can be in the front, this can be behind. Our champion not attacking, obviously not great, but we should do okay on this floor. Let's see. The lifesteal up here makes sense, and then we'll just put one of these in the front, and that's all I really got. Hey, nice, we can get extra gold off the boss, perfect. Okay, so we did well there, despite having maybe a poor setup. Okay, Prism Retrieval, no, we don't have enough units to make this worth it. Gem Trove is just too expensive, and Ember Cache we don't have any spell synergies, and it's a little too slow otherwise, so let's skip. Mortal Entrapment, again, too expensive, Engulfed in Smoke, maybe good? Yeah, that one might be worth picking, though it is also a little bit pricey, but I think this one could do something, so I'll pick it up. Alright, now we're forced to take this card, which is now 0 and gains 35. Okay, that's a bit better. So at least always have the option to cast it to gain that gold. Alright, so we can do a Merchant of Magic with a Cave, or a Remove and a Duplicate. The Remove is obviously great. The Duplicate, still not sure what I would be looking to duplicate at this point. Maybe we can use an extra Entombed Explosive or something. It's not that exciting. I might go to the Magic Merchant and try to spend some of our money on useful things. The Cave could do something relevant as well. Alright, another Holdover. Holdover Engulfed in Smoke could be good. It doesn't work very well against the boss, unfortunately, but I still think it's worth doing. Let's try that. Making it 1, of course. Then 10 magic power doesn't unfortunately do a whole lot for me. Take a quick reroll, double stack. Double stack on the sap's actually kind of nice. I could do it here as well for an extra days. Let's see, cost reduction. 50. Yeah, you know what? Maybe this is silly, but let's do cost reduction, double stack on this. 10 regions quite a bit. And let's use the cave. These are the spikes. Okay, so 2 times rage, 2 times armor, draw a bunch of cards, or apply burnout. So this one's terrible. This one's a little too weak, so the Awoken Rail Spike is the only one I would consider. But given the amount of cards we can draw that don't really do anything, I'm not that excited about it. I think I'll just skip here. Our cave events have been quite poor, I would say. Okay, on to the second boss we go. Let's see what we get. Still smaller down there. Okay, we have a rally, that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm okay with continuing what I've been doing here. Getting the Penumbra on the bottom. This can take 1 day, that's fine. I'll play my Packed Morsels. Ooh, an extra Morsel Miner is a good one. Though extending Lifesteal might be even better, so I think I'll do that. Then, let's see, play Shade Splitter. Play all these here. And the question is, do I want a Wildwood Sap on the Penumbra? Given that it has a bunch of lifesteal, I'm thinking this is especially worthwhile. So I'm going to leave that around for later, I think. Though it does have a chance of preserving itself, which is kind of nice. But no. that doesn't bother us, so we'll go Sludge, Wait, and a Shade Splitter. Of course, playing that here. Okay. Legion of Wax, just to get played at the top. And I think I get rid of Weight over playing the Shade Splitter here. That makes a lot of sense. In terms of the Dripfall, we still have one charge of Lifesteal, so I'm actually going to Dripfall this guy so that he doesn't generate a card. Okay, there's my Explosive. I'll probably want to put that here. Then play a Morsel thing. So how many spots do we have? Just 3, so there's no reason to play the Shade Splitter here. I think I might actually play the Minor Morsel up here. Give this the better buff, and our hero can live with these. Okay, that's at least a not relevant one there. Okay, play the Wade, play the Space Prism. And now, what do we want to assault here? We'll get it back next turn. But we're kind of starting to take a lot of damage here as well. It's a bit of a concern. So I think I'll just go ahead and eliminate this thing. Let's see, these guys hit for 12. I might actually play Train Steward up in the front here just to absorb the hits. Give our champion a damage shield for now, and then keep stacking stats on the Legion of Wax, since when it breaks up, that'll obviously be helpful. Ooh, there's the Engulfed in Smoke too. That's a good one. So I guess I don't play Shade Splitter here. Let's see. 60, that's a lot. So I'm going to engulf the bottom floor, I think. So let's just eliminate you. Then, yeah, play these guys and play an engulf. Pyre taking a little bit of a hit there, that's okay. About to take another one, unfortunately. Let's see, I could hit this for 13, that's still not enough damage, so no, that doesn't make any sense. Let's kill you, then cannibalize on the correct floor this time. Okay. Let's see, get 3 morsels, so if I play a health one up in the front, that'll be good. Now that we have damage shields, lifesteal doesn't actually matter as much, so let's just go for pure stats. I'll actually give this a lifesteal. That should make a big difference. Okay, here's the boss. Of course, no preview. Well, I'll play my Primitive Mold for 35 bucks. Okay, that's a solid pickup. Let's see, the Entumbra Assault can actually kill something as well. That's great. And then I can play Shade Splitter as well. Let's see. Yeah, I probably want all 3 of these guys here. Do that, and then I can play this and extend its duration, and if our champion doesn't win, then that floor has a good shot. Fantastic. Let's do that, and Got through it. Let's see here. Forever Consumed, Kindle, and Sacrificial Resurrection. Doesn't look like much of a Sacrificial Resurrection deck. We have a good way to extend the burnout on the draft we get. Forever Consumed, probably too expensive, so we could pick up Kindle, but don't have a big expo or anything to spend it on, so I think unfortunately we're just skipping so much, but I think it's correct. And now I'll take Energy. We have, again, a couple of expensive units during the setup, and then we have those holdover cards that we want to play every turn, so seems good. Alright, what do we got here? Remove any trinket merchant that we probably can't afford anything at, or another cave event. We're sort of starting to run out of the bad ones, so that might be worth it. The Merchant of Magic, though, how good can I make it? The remainder of our spells just aren't that strong at this point. I might go this way just for the removes. Yeah, I think that's correct. And, you know, the Pyre Health, obviously helpful as well. Let's see. What's the final upgrade here? 15 and 6, or we can go for the Trample. The problem with the Trample is it doesn't make it larger. I do like having Trample, though. We certainly make a pretty big champion by the end of things. So that is helpful. But it does make it more difficult to arrange everything, so I think I'll just go for maximum gluttony here. And then remove... I guess the remaining train stewards are still the worst of the bunch. You know, there's so many bad things. And on the final floor... Do we need a steel merchant? Sort of, not really. It comes with more health, so it's a little bit flexible which way we go. Either way, I'm going to do one purge here and get rid of one of the purifying cleanses we never cast this card. It's not bad. Probably going to be hard to take this trial. Yeah, we can't do that. Right? No, there's no way. These sweepers are already going to be a pretty big pain in the butt, so... okay, well, I'm glad we picked up extra energy, though we don't get to hold over the Entumbra Assault here, which is unfortunate, but at least we get to deploy our units. That matters. Let's see, which floor got smaller? The top floor got smaller, so we may have to reverse order a little bit here, which is kind of unfortunate. The sludge really doesn't want to be on the top because it wants to be stacking rage by killing things. So that might mean Penumbra has to go on top, which is a little bit awkward. And then I guess, yeah, one of these things goes on the bottom, the other one goes in the middle. Yeah, it's gonna have to be the way we do it. So we'll play Penumbra up here. I'll definitely drip fall this just so it doesn't kill this and we don't have to deal with the energy drain as much. I guess Legion of Wax on the bottom makes sense. We're kind of okay with it breaking up. It'll end up doing more damage that way. And then we'll do the sludge thing in the middle. It would have been nice to be able to kill that. I don't think we'll be able to, unfortunately. Okay, so I'll just deploy the units that I'm able to, and play a couple of Shade Splitters. Ember Drain will also make me glad I picked up some extra energy. Okay, so Primitive Mold is good here. Let's play that. And probably deploy it here. Then Shade Splitter. Oh, I should have done that first. That's okay though. Let's cannibalize that. Okay, that's all the room we really have. So we can put a health one down here since it'll survive, and then put some more lifesteal up at the top. Oh, these are gonna die to the sweep, huh? Well, that's unfortunate. I guess I shouldn't... No, I'll still play them, it's fine. It's not great, but it is what it is. Should have played this one up at the top, since obviously our champion gorging is way more important, but it's what it is. Okay, let's play one of these. I'll just play... Yeah, okay, that's good. So... Fortunately, this won't die on this floor at this point, so I guess I played on the bottom instead. So you have 13 health, that's good. What's left here? Okay, both the lifesteal ones, that's nice. So I'll play this as well. And play both these up here. Fortunately, we are leaking at 15 damage unit here. Okay, Engulf and Smoke's pretty good. Sap's pretty good. We can actually afford it all as well, that's helpful. So, let's think about it. I can't do anything to kill anyone, so... probably Engulf here, this is just a lot of damage coming in, so let's reduce that. Then, extend the top. And let's see, yeah, you're only dealing 4, so yeah, I'll put a bunch of regen on this thing. Unfortunately, we're still leaking quite a bit here. We will survive, but it won't be great. Oh, Dripfall's kind of interesting. We got the Entumbra Assault as well. That's kind of a big game. So, let's see. Stasis for 1. Yeah, I think I'll drip a Pyre Wing. Entumbra Assault here. Okay, those are good. Let's see. Yeah, I should have room for this stuff as well. So we'll get more lifesteal going on the champion. And then get some health maybe. Then here I'll play... Yeah, I guess I don't really have that many options, so I'll just do it this way. Yeah, I don't mind the champion getting hit here since he's going to get lifesteal anyway, so I'll continue to stealth up this floor. Okay, another Entumbra Assault doesn't actually help very much, though. Well, let's see. Let's see what we get first of all. Okay, that's useful. This guy will die, so I'm not too worried about that. Probably play this here then. And then we'll play Shade Splitter. Yeah, this does 13. Okay, so that's fine. Go ahead and kill that. Play this, and do more stealth. Okay, looks like the Legion handling bosses pretty well on its own. We did take 46 damage though, which does not make me hopeful for the final fight. Is Grovel any good? It's okay. It lets us protect some of our frontline units while also generating value. Yeah, I'll pick it up. This doesn't really help. I think we probably have to go this way just to try and take advantage of the pyre health, and maybe with 75 gold we can afford a trinket of some kind. Let's see what we find. Energy when a tomb unit dies could be strong. Pyre wall is effectively just 50 extra pyre health, which isn't bad honestly, but it's not that exciting. We could also reroll. Let's see, every time a tomb unit dies, so it's just this one guy, but it's a lot of extra energy. And then, ooh, multi-strike, huh? Multi-strike would make this quite a bit better. That puts us down to where we can't afford anything at the Merchant of Trinkets. I think it's worth it. Then we can just maybe do a couple of purges. The other Purifying Cleanse needs to get out of here. And giving this health or damage shield doesn't seem too exciting, so I guess I'll reroll just to see if we get anything cooler. Okay, Wickstone is like sort of reasonable. Sure. Alright, time to head to the final boss. I'm not too concerned about the boss in of itself, but the waves beforehand could easily kill us. So let's pray for good draws and see how it goes. Alright. The top floor is smaller again. So we'll probably do the same setup that we had done in the previous fight. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Although, I would really like Penumbra on the bottom to get those big hits in right away, try and eliminate the strong frontline units. That would be really helpful, but if I draw Legion of Wax next turn and don't draw the Space Prism, then that really messes up our order pretty badly, though. Maybe I can just go Sludge on the top. No, man, oh gosh, it's so rough. The order just works out so much better, the hard-hitting units on the bottom. Though it also does mean Penumbra's taking a lot of damage, which is problematic. Like, this opening salvo is dealing 40-some damage, so we actually can't even play it, can we? Okay, well, never mind then. We'll stick to what I was saying earlier. Do that. I will drip fault this unit just so it doesn't get through the pyre. And we actually even get a kill on it, so that's great. And then, of course, do that. That harvest trigger is pretty bad. Okay, here's the Thug. Definitely happy to see that one. Played this for money. Fantastic. Alright, this guy deals 50 to the front. Let's see, this is gonna deal 60, 83. 83 plus 50 is 133, plus another 10 is 143, so they still don't quite kill this. So I might place down here to get a start on the Pyre Wing a little bit better. Yeah, plus this will gain armor when this explodes. So yeah, let's play this here. Alright, well so far we're not drawing well. Okay, here's my Legion of Wax. Our champion's currently dying, so I need to put something in front of it. It's fine. I do want to deploy the Legion. And let's see. Oh, this is also currently dying? Okay. These are all problems. The cannibalize is 0, that's good. So let's go Shade Splitter here. Cannibalize. Oh, that was the wrong order. That was a very wrong order. I should have made sure I get the Entombed Explosive first. And I'm punished for it. Okay. That's really bad, but it is what it is. We'll play this guy here to survive some extra hits. Then I have to put something in front of the champion. Then I guess I'll give it lifesteal and just do that. This is not likely to work out well for us, I would say. We're just taking so much extra damage from all these backline units. Okay, the Engulfed in Smoke is helpful, though our Pyre's dead, so that's less good. Can I do anything about that? Let's see. I could get the Entombed Explosive back if we're lucky. That would kill this, then we'd kill this, and then we still take 30. Okay, so we died. Unfortunately, just, you know, the entire game I was looking for things that could deal with these weak units in the back, and we never saw anything except for our one holdover card here, which we, of course, didn't draw early. We can get any sweepers, we can get any direct damage spells except that one, so yeah, unfortunately, with no way to deal with these guys, we're just taking so much damage every time. So yeah, it's gonna be a loss. I guess I can play it out in case I'm screwing up my math here, but seems pretty unlikely to me. I think a champion dies here too. Let's just play some stuff. Okay, so did pretty poorly there. Like I said, just never found a way to deal with backline units, and I think that was ultimately our downfall. The Melting Remnant are still a faction. I would say that's the one I have the least experience and confidence playing. And as a supporting faction, yeah, just the primitive molds were quite poor. And yeah, just led to us having lots of awkward hands that didn't do anything. But that's okay. I'm sure we can defeat this challenge because, again, it's not much of a challenge, as you showed. The math didn't really matter too much. So in terms of that, I'm sure we can beat it someday. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.